Wow, these cars look amazing. We've got Ford Bronco, Silverado Chevy, J10 Jeep, Burner, Baja Bison, and Toyota Yaris. Oh hey guys, welcome back to Vivan's Treasure Truck. I recently opened up these cars. They look amazing. I'll just show you the unboxing in a second. But just look at these. I recently opened up a 5-pack of mud studs plus this Hot Wheels Premium Toyota Yaris Collector's Edition. Let me take you back to the unboxing. You know I'm a big fan of Hot Wheels, and today we've not only got the latest mud studs of Hot Wheels, but we've also got the collector's item, Toyota Yaris. And before you're thinking that I'm keeping this packed like this for the whole video, I'm going to be opening it up so that you can see the real details. I know this might shock you, don't be surprised, that's what I always do. So let's start by opening the mud studs. I know most collectors keep that sealed, but I wanted to show it to you guys, and sometimes you gotta take those risks. I love this car, and I love these cars too. So now that we've unboxed all the cars, we can look at each of them one by one. I have to say these two are my favorite, the Ford Bronco, the Yaris, and that's why I'm starting with the Ford Bronco. This car looks super cool, super rugged. Honestly, look at the color, olive green, one of my favorite colors. Kind of reminds me of the military as well. It looks pretty cool. I think the headlight design could have been better. I like this car at the back. It looks like a real classic Jeep, and I like the Ford part too. So I like the front grille as well, and at the bottom there's and while the bottom is that interesting, there's this unique pattern that is actually kind of makes this car a fitted toy. Next, let's look at the Silverado Chevy. This car looks pretty cool. I have a bunch of pickup trucks, and this looks like the Ford Bronco got combined with one of them. It looks super cool with its red, and it's probably the most vibrant one. It looks the most polished as well, because while those ones are struggling with brown, it's got nice polished silver. And as I spoke about it in my last Hot Wheels video, Hot Wheels has improved the quality of their silver. I like the front grille as well. That's what these cars were made for, and these tires look like they've been having a day in the mud or more. Next, let's look at the J10. I love this car's headlights. Swatch, perfect detailing. Then we come to the front grille, and these tires look pretty elite too. I like the orange. There's not one but two spare tires over here, and then you have this back grille as well. These two windows look pretty cool too, and overall it just looks like it got even more stretched out than this one. Yep, it did. I think it's the longest car we have here. Next, we have the Burner. This car looks pretty cool, and it looks like it's the one which has thin but big wheels. It has this one center wheel, and while unlike the others, the wheel is not bigger or the same size as the normal car's wheels, here this wheel is definitely not gonna fit here, not by far, but it still looks pretty cool. And of course the wheel is for design, not if the car actually breaks. I like the front grille. It's the most unique one, and it kind of looks like a robotic duck man. I don't know, I just thought of that. Overall though, it looks pretty imposing. The grille has that imposing look, and it's full of sponsors as well, which makes you think of, like some desert racing, like the Dubai version of F1 or F1 in the desert. I like the back grille as well, and it has a number 4. That reminds me, this Jeep has number 73 because its official name is 73 Jeep J10. Next, we have the Baja Bison. This is a rock climber car. It looks pretty cool. It's a futuristic rock climbing car. Personally, I love rock climbing, so I instantly vibe with this car. Just look at it. It's got what I think is coil of rope, but it's pink color, which is actually pretty good because that makes climbing up a bit more interesting with a little more vibrant color. It has cool teeth, and it looks pretty friendly despite those teeth. And it looks pretty stretched out as well. Looks like there's a lot of tech inside there. I certainly wouldn't want a fire inside. I'm pretty sure that would cause an explosion bigger than Hiroshima. This part is pretty cool too because there's a leaf here, which actually feels pretty good, come to think of it. These teeth feel pretty good too, but I think the best fitted toy car for today is definitely this one. And of all. Now we come to the Yaris. Some of you might not still be able to believe that I've literally opened this car and just ripped it open.
and not in the collector style. But just look at it. It's got this beautiful detailing on the front lights. The Toyota logo nice and clean there. Look at that. Then there's the Yaris number plate, which is actually pretty cool. And there's even the small sign. So minute, but you will still see it. The back lights look as ornate as the front lights. And we've got the Yaris nameplate at the back too. Just look at the overall detailing. This is what I just noticed now as well. And look at the front grille. Pretty cool. And it overall has an imposing yet street-like, city-like look. I actually think this is one of the most detailed cars I've ever seen.
Now we come to the part I have been waiting for. Probably what is the world's best roll test. Whoops, sorry about that. I'm just gonna arrange the cars. Thank you. So we're gonna have some races. Stand burners this side and Baja Bisons this side. Whoever, if the checkered flag comes here, stand burner wins. And if the other way and vice versa, Baja Bison wins. Let's go for it. Wow, Baja Bison couldn't even take off. That's actually not surprising because the wheels are just not gonna fit. And even then, it won't even fit here. So there's no point. The normal road test, it rolls pretty smooth, but the big wheels are just not meant for this one. Sandburner, on the other hand, came down with incredible speed, but maybe that was just fluke. Let's try and put J10 Jeep now. Again, not fitting. Again, pretty neat roll, but I feel it's more controlled than this guy, who's more about the actual speed and power. Silverado Chevy also doesn't fit, but he rolls pretty good, like a combination of these two. Then we have Ford Bronco, the GOAT. Yeah, he's probably the least likely to fit. Let's see his rolls. Oh wow, I think that rolled for the most amount of time, and it feels like the best. I'm the GOAT of Hot Wheels. Now Yaris should fit. Thank God. So now Sandburner is this side and Yaris is this side. Sandburner wins! One thing I've noticed while playing with these cars is that Yaris's rubber wheels, despite it being a metal car, makes it super hard for it to get good rolls. Because while it looks elite and is super good on the surface, on normal surfaces like floors and mats, it falters and makes the car run so haywire and turn and sometimes even turn around and go backwards. And there's no Mario Kart luck into to help it. Sandburner's been going fast. I don't know why, it just feels right to just turn this track. Looks pretty cool though, that way. Along with Sandburner, I've also hauled these 3 extra cars. We have a Mario Kart, we have Rev Rod, one of my first ever cars, and 57 Chevy. They look pretty good and I'm not gonna review them. Watch out for my shots on page on that. So first I'm gonna go for 57 Chevy with Sandburner. Sandburner's on this side, you guys know the drill. Before I start, I just want to show you one fun fact about 57 Chevy, and it is the fact that over here it's written 57 and on the top it's written Chevy. So it says 57 Chevy right there in the car, along with 1,000 other words. Now, with that armed with that trivia, let's see who's gonna win. Sandburner by a mile. This guy's cooking hard. Just for kicks, I wanna try these two. This time 57 Chevy wins, but I also wanna try to remove these rubber wheels. Now let's see Rev Rod. I'm excited for this one. Chevy still wins and still dominates. Now we have Mario. I'm kinda scared because I'm not sure if his head will fit through. It didn't really matter. Sandburner got there first. He claims the gold. Now that Sandburner has proven his domination and we've found out these 4 won't fit on the track, what do? Yaris lost to this one, and this is the slowest of all these 3. Is that for Yaris at last because we don't know these were their full potential? No, because it's time for Yaris to go beast mode. I'm pretty sure I'm the worst Hot Wheels collector, even though I'm the best Hot Wheels collector, because I have a lot of Hot Wheels, I care for them, but then you see me removing a collector's item, limited edition cars, rubber tires, just so I can test whether this one normal Hot Wheel is faster. Let's go. This time they both zoom by super fast. And I don't know what energy drink 57 Chevy drank, but it must have been super powerful because he could keep up with this guy who was going at a demonic pace. I'm pretty sure he got through first because when they were both at the mark, nobody had gone through. So, let's see. I think it's a dead heat. It's a tie. And this time, there it is. Toyota Yaris takes home the win. Finally, we have Mario versus Yaris. I think Gia stumbled there because Mario won by a mile, as if trying to avenge Sandburner's absolute domination over everyone. Now I'm gonna put these wheels back because I do care for my Hot Wheels. But yeah, if you ever want any of your rubber tire cars to go beast mode, remove the rubber tire. Don't try that on actual cars, otherwise incidents may occur. Overall, these cars are great. The Mustangs give you raw speed and power, and these guys did better on the normal road test, despite my version being a bit of a disaster for these four. Sandburner, on the other hand, was an absolute beast. So I think these four would be strong if they could fit on the track. I guess you could say he's lucky, but he did absolutely destroy four cars. Yaris actually started cooking once we removed his rubber tires. So I think all of these guys have potential, and I want to do some racing videos if possible. So let's see, you might see these cars again, and I have a feeling this guy might be coming in clutch and making a better appearance this time. All of them will actually. I think they're built for flows. I will be removing his rubber tires again. See you later, guys. Bye.